Last year, France's Anissina and Peizerat ascended to the top of the medal stand in impressive style. But recently, the defending champions have been feeling the heat. And at Europeans, they finally buckled, allowing Fusar-Poli and Margaglio to claim a poignant victory. Italy has never won a world championship in any discipline. Now, inspired by national pride, the upstarts want that first world title to go with an undefeated season. Heading into today's free dance, they lead, but the French have regained momentum. After the dance final, we'll celebrate the heroes of Vancouver as the medalists skate in a special exhibition. The World Figure Skating Championships continue next. Skating's most prestigious annual event has come to Vancouver, British Columbia, the city surrounded by the coastal mountains and the water that leads to the Pacific Ocean. Right in the heart of downtown, we are inside the General Motors place, and we welcome you to our continuing coverage of the 2001 World Figure Skating Championships. Hi, everybody. I'm Terry Gannon. It is hard to imagine a city or a country, for that matter, more fully embracing this event. There have been capacity crowds every step of the way, but beyond that, you go around town, you go to the pubs and the cafes, they're talking about one thing, the World Championships. A little bit later today, we'll have the special performances of the world medalists, but up first, the finals of the ice dance competition. And this has been a discipline dominated by Russian teams. Since it became a part of the Worlds back in 1950 to 24 Soviet or Russian teams have won the gold medal here, including 8 in a row up until last year. We're joined now by two-time U.S. champion Susie Wynn. And Susie, there has been a changing of the guard in ice dance. We're not talking about the Russians at the top now. We're talking about a battle between the French and the Italians.
Well, Terry, in the predictable world of ice dancing, we have an unpredictable situation. The defending French world champions, Marina, Anissina and Gwendal Peizerat, and the Italian world silver medalists, Barbara Fusar-Poli and Maurizio Margaglio, they're so well matched that this is the closest world championship in at least a decade. Fusar-Poli and Margaglio are currently in first place after the original dance. They have a lot of confidence from defeating the French at the European Championships. Their weakness, well, it's their choreography. It's not as intricate nor as difficult as the French. Anissina and Peizerat are trailing the Italians after the original dance. They had a disastrous fall at the Europeans, which prompted them to skip the Grand Prix final, go home and train and make the improvements. And their choreography is difficult and finely tuned. Their weakness is that they've lost that momentum, and now they're playing catch-up.
This is a rivalry with plenty of history behind it. Take a look at one they have done head-to-head. Fusar-Poli Margaglio against the French world champions. The only win for the Italians at the 2001 Europeans. That was recently. Now, we got to talk about the Canadians, too. They're at home, after all. The four-time world bronze medalist, Shae-Lynn, Bourne, and Kraatz.
Well, right now, they're fourth after the original dance, and they'll have a crowd of 16,000 people motivating them during their performance. Their weakness, it's their speed. They need to move out more so they're more competitive.
For more on their story, the Canadians, here at home, let's go over and join Melissa Stark.
Terry, Bourne and Kraatz were the world bronze medalists from 1996 to 99. Last year, shortly before the World Championships, they announced that they were withdrawing because Bourne had to have surgery on her right knee. A lot of people believe, however, that they did that because they wanted to put an end to what had become a very disappointing season. This season, they have a new coach, a new attitude, and they say they're not worried about placement. As you both mentioned, Terry, they are very popular here in Canada. We have already seen how the crowd's energy helped Salé and Peltier. Perhaps it can help Bourne and Kraatz as well.
All right, Melissa, thank you. We'll check the standings right now. Heading into the free dance, great battle at the top. Fusar-Poli Margaglio in the lead, just ahead of the reigning world champs, Anissina and Peizerat. And another very good race for the bronze medal here between the Russians and the Canadians.
Our next competitors from the United States of America, Naomi Lang, Peter Tchernyshev.
So they're set to go here in the free dance to decide the gold medal. And taking the ice first, the three-time and reigning U.S. champions, Naomi Lang and Peter Tchernyshev, in 9th place after the original dance. Naomi, 22 years of age, from Michigan. Peter is 30, originally from St. Petersburg, Russia, but he is now a U.S. citizen.
long and worth 50% of the overall score.
This couple really brings a fine quality to skating to their dancing. Everything's very polished and secure. This is one of the specified lifts, a rotational lift.
Unheralded team that has yet to be given the respect that they have earned, say most of the critics around ice dancing. The judges not yet giving them the marks that perhaps they have earned.
They're in a way paying their dues.
In the world last year in Nice, where Lang and Tchernyshev.
Into them. It's very hard to control.
Mentioned Peter was born in St. Petersburg, Russia. He came to the U.S. in 1993. His grandfather, by the way, won 4 Soviet skating titles. After he saw her skate at the Junior National Championships. Received his U.S. citizenship on January 29th of this year. So they can go to the Olympics next year.
The legs. Highlight, and they've missed their final pose. This makes them late. There could be a deduction there. They had struggled with this at the Four Continents competition just weeks ago. This is not the best I've seen them skate
They look nervous and tight, and this is such a beautiful program. It's unfortunate.
And you're right. They won the silver medal at the Four Continents Championship, but they were late. They finished after the music, and there were some points deducted because of that, and their timing was off once again. Naomi Lang, Peter Tchernyshev, not happy at all with that performance, you can tell.
Their lifts are all very difficult. This is a rotational lift. It has to turn at least 3 times. Beautifully executed. Most of their elements are flawlessly skated. They were a little slow. But here in this lift, this is the change of direction lift. Watch how low he goes. That takes so much strength, and her back has to be so strong. Fine skating there, but this is where they had problems in the last lift. This is normally a very wonderful highlight, just mistimed. This is supposed to spin very fast. Her leg's supposed to clear his head, and they just had to hold that position. Big deduction, being late. 1/10 deduction for not finishing on time. From our Stro Motion presented by Chevy, can have a look at the unison problems with Leg and Tchernyshev and some of their footwork and some of their posture problems. This affected some of their flow during the program, but here a very nice extension through Naomi's free leg.
5-3.
There'll be 2 sets of marks here in the free dance. The first for technical merit, as they sit alongside their coach, Shae-Lynn, on the right, the 93 world champ with Maurizio. There are the marks, 5.2 to 5.5.
You know what's hard for me, Terry, is that in practice they were so powerful and secure that I can see why the judges had them a lot lower than they probably would have if they skated it perfectly.
The second set for presentation, overall artistry of the program, 5.3 to 5.7 for the Americans.
Thank you.
Up next, the showdown at the top begins. Anissina and Peizerat, they won last year in Nice, but they're coming off a loss at the European Championships. Can they get it back together here in Vancouver? They'll skate next. Vancouver at the World Championships, the top 2 teams now about to square off in the free dance. Anissina and Peizerat, the world champs, will be first. Susie, when you look at the top 2, who has the edge going in?
These twizzles, turns on one foot, should be done in perfect unison. But you can see that the French, Anissina and Peizerat, tend to get out of sync. Notice how far apart they're skating. Fusar-Poli and Margaglio demonstrate better unison. They skate closer together, and they're showing better technique. That gives them the edge on twizzles. Here the Italians just skate hand in hand or side by side. That's a fairly simple transition. While Anissina and Peizerat are moving in and out of difficult handholds and twining their arms and upper bodies. Their difficult transitions give them the edge.
Our next competitors from France, Marina, Anissina, Gwendal, Peizerat.
So here we go, back to back. The reigning world champion will be first. Marina, Anissina, Gwendal, Peizerat. In second place after the original dance, 25 and 28 years of age, respectively.
The music, Beethoven's Last Night.
A couple of Grand Prix events, their national championship, the Europeans, the Grand Prix final, and the World Championship. Their free dance to Carmina Burana was one of the great moments of the Worlds in Nice.
They were very organized last year. They had a lot of vision. They were very consistent. This year they've struggled with their choices, with their choreographers. But a wonderful balance move. They've really popularized. Gwendal is an equal part in the choreography. He really has a lot of highlights that make him stand out from some of the other ice dancers. This is the area that they struggled with at the European Championships, the circular footwork, so they changed it, try to get it to move out more. And it is better. Terry, one of the hardest things coming back to defend your title is to come up with a great choice. Like you said, last year Carmina Burana was so powerful. This just doesn't match the power of last year's program.
They've struggled to do that all season long, to get back to where they were last season. Have they finally gotten there? Here at the World Championship, we'll find out what the judges think in a moment. Marina Anissina and Gwendal Peizerat.
They have really popularized the role reversal, as you can see in this balance move. That just takes great balance and strength between them. One area that they've really struggled in is in the footwork sequence. They tend to trip, push with their toe picks, but here, much improved from the European Championships. I'm sure they're relieved. And this from our Stro Motion presented by Chevy. Normally the French couple has a difficult time in their twizzles and turns with unison, but here you can see the angle of their push and the extension through their foot is very similar. The lift and angle of their arm is matched. This is really a big improvement for this couple.
Gwendal Peizerat from Kraatz.
Susie, they started out, I thought, so strong, but just, I'm not sure they kept the intensity up throughout.
You know what? That has a lot to do with the way they've chosen to edit their music. The music fades out, as did their movement, and that always works under spotlights, not in a competitive environment such as this.
The first set of marks now for technical merit, 5.6 to 5.8. The 5.8, of course, from the French judge and the judge from Azerbaijan. And oh, look at those.
I think those are a little high. They still look held back to me. They've lost a little ground from last year.
And there is, certainly in the first set at least, some room for the Italians now.
5-9. Thank you.
Their rivals are next, the Italians, Fusar-Poli and Margaglio. They have not lost all season long. They'll take the ice next, but first, Susie joins forces with Christopher Dean to show us an intricate move in ice dance.
Oftentimes you'll hear me talk about great edging. What is great edging? Christopher Dean, you're Olympic champion. What constitutes great edging?
It's all about deep flowing edges and counterbalance. To get the deep edge, I keep my shoulders out of the circle. If I lean in, I fall and spin off, just like that. Another way of demonstrating it is, oh, join me in a glass and we'll show. Okay, the trick to this is keeping this little fluid in the glass. So, off we go. See? Now if we keep our shoulders balanced, the water stays in the glass. If we get a little bit out of balance, oh, we're losing it.
Well, Chris, thanks for taking the edge off.
Mm-hmm. Nice working with you.
Cheers. Cheers.
Poli, Maurizio Margaglio. Last year, the silver medalist. Italy has never won a gold medal at the World Championships. They're trying to become the first right now. They may not be recognized on the streets of their hometown in Milan, but Fusar-Poli and Maurizio Margaglio are swiftly putting Italy on the map in figure skating. Their rise to prominence began last year when they won the original dance at the World Championships in Nice, but finished a close second behind the French team, Anissina and Peizerat.
It was a very hard situation for us because we were in their country and there is also a big friendship. It was a very good moment of sport, I think.
I was second. It's not the next year.
Unlike most dance teams, this duo lives and trains in their mother country. They hail from just outside the bustling city of Milan. Like most Italians, Barbara and Maurizio flourish in their roots. It's important for them to be surrounded by family and friends.
I can work very well when I'm in my home because I have my coaches, I have my parents, so my life is here.
Heading into a new year has brought new changes. Barbara was married over the summer to her longtime love, Diego Catani.
They were outside the church with a 6-0 and it was fun.
With their fiery determination, this year Barbara and Maurizio have won nothing but gold medals, although none against the French team until recently at the European Championships. In a rare upset, they made history for Italy and won the title.
We finished last season in the second place, so what do we have to do more? Just first place.
Now they hope to take the throne at the World Championships.
That's our dream, but it's why we work.
They're extremely proud of what they have accomplished, but they're not done. It will not be complete until they win a world championship. And here they go with the free dance at the 2001 Worlds, trying to do just that over Anissina and Peizerat. Barbara Fusar-Poli, Maurizio Margaglio, the leaders after the original dance.
Their music is from the motion picture Romeo and Juliet, a modern version. Attacking this free dance with more speed than the French. Footwork is a little bit more together compared to the French. Their unison's better. They get down on their knees. They have a softer approach to their stroke.
Much different tone to their free dance, too, than that of Anissina and Peizerat, the vocals in the music a moment ago.
The vocals were allowed 2 years ago in the free dance to allow more interest, to open up the variety of music. The skaters have really enjoyed it.
Just think of how big this would be back at home in Italy. Trying to win the first world title ever in any discipline for Italy.
Talk about paparazzi. Strength, right into a dance spin, has to rotate at least 3 revolutions. Unison is very secure.
Started out as a soccer player as a young kid, had a chance to really have a great future in that sport. Played a number of different sports. The one he struggled in the most as a youngster, figure skating. That's why he chose it. It was the biggest challenge. Well, tell me, will it be Chianti or Bordeaux?
I think we've got a little Chianti happening.
Do you? You think the Italians edged them out?
Well, they're more trained. They came into this season really ready to challenge, and they did just that. I felt at times they wanted to explode out of this performance, and they didn't, but boy, the end really came alive.
You get the sense right now, too, that they feel that they've done everything they could do. Whether it was enough, we'll find out in a moment.
From our slow motion presented by Chevy, you can see here a dance lift. Dance lifts are completely different than pair lifts, much closer. The man cannot lift his partner above his head, so you're restricted in many ways. So you have to be more creative to make the lift look interesting. What I like about their circular footwork is how they get great pushes off the blade. But you can see here a little separation between the hips and the hold. That makes things move a little slower. One of their highlight moves, a lift into a low hydroblading move for Maurizio, is right here. She clasps on in a stag position. Great balance and partnering through the arms. Very smooth.
The marks for technical merit.
So let's see. Set for the marks now. For technical merit, here you go.
This is going to be close.
5'7".
Watch out, Maurizio. Can you breathe at this point?
5'8".
5.6 up to the 5.9. Anissina and Peizerat did not receive any 5.9s for technical merit.
And they should have.
The marks for presentation.
Now for presentation, 5.8s to 5.9s. That's enough.
5'9", 5'8",
A 5-4 split by the narrowest of margins. 9 judges, 5 went for the Italians, 4 for the French. The Italians into the lead. Don't forget, still to skate here, the Canadians. Shae-Lynn, Bourne, Victor, Kraatz. This arena will light up when they take the ice in a bit. But up next, Irina Lobacheva and Ilia Averbukh of Russia. They'll skate after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Here in Vancouver, a good look at a very happy team from Italy. Fusar-Poli and Margaglio, the current leaders. Meanwhile, the free dance continues here in Vancouver, and taking the ice right now, the 3-time national champions of Russia, Irina Lobacheva and Ilia Averbukh. They've been in this spot before. They are veterans, 28, 27 years of age, respectively, both originally from Moscow. They live and train in Newark, Delaware, and in third after the original dance. Now, Irina and Ilia technically still have a chance to win the gold here, but it's much more likely that they're battling to stand on the podium, perhaps with Bourne and Kraatz of Canada, who are still to skate. And they are trying to stand on the podium for the first time at Worlds in their careers.
Have had some wonderful practices here. They've showed a lot of improvement in their speed and their unison. The music is the modern version of Toccata and Fugue by Bach.
That they're under being Russian ice dancers, trying to carry on that tradition. As we mentioned earlier, 24 times teams from the Soviet Union or Russia have won the World Championship, and last season there was no Russian team on the podium at the Worlds, and Irina said it was associated with us. We took it personally, so we are extremely happy to be back in a position to reach the podium again.
Double the pressure, because we also want to put a great skate in here to really push the Canadians in front of this hometown crowd. Footwork, standing on 2 feet. I think they are getting a little separated and having a hard time maintaining their flow together. With these twizzles, very nice.
And again, a very painful ending to this program.
We're seeing a lot of pain, aren't we?
That has got to hurt. Well, it was a major accomplishment when they got to third place in the original dance over the Canadians. We'll see if they can hold on now on the road here in Canada. Irina Lobacheva and Ilia Averbukh.
One of the more difficult lifts in their program is this change of edge lift. Notice how she is balanced on one of his shoulders and then has to transition to the other shoulder. Very difficult, but it was a very nice, smooth lift. That takes a lot of work on the floor to make that move well. But you can see the separation here in the circular footwork, and they tend to move onto 2 feet. Right there, that's pretty far apart, and then they would rely on that second foot there instead of getting better strokes and having more difficulty.
Irina and Ilia now in the kiss and cry area. Natalia Linichuk, Gennady Karponosov, their coaches. The 1980 Olympic ice dancing gold medalist.
5-8.
First set now for technical merit.
5-7. 5-5.
So fairly high, Susan.
5-6.
They are.
5-6.
They are. Well, they skated. This is the best I've seen them skate all season.
The marks for presentation.
Now the marks for presentation, where so many of the decisions are made, and those good enough to put Lobacheva and Averbukh into third place. That was expected, but can they hold on to that spot? They'll have to watch the rest of us now.
5-8. Thank you.
Up next, the battle for the bronze continues. Bourne and Kraatz of Canada, out last year with an injury. They knew their comeback would be difficult.
We had to be much stronger this year, and we had to, I think, really prove ourselves. And that was the one thing our coach pretty much said to us from the beginning before going into Skate America. Your job this year is to be strong, show your stuff, and you have to be 200%, not 100, even better than first, to be noticed and to be accepted.
During the free dance at the 2001 World Figure Skating Championships, the Italians, then the French, and then the Russians in that third spot. Can Shae-Lynn, Bourne, and Victor Kraatz make a run at the podium here at home, trying to move up from fourth after the original dance?
Music, March With Me.
Last season, it kept them away from the World Championships. Coming back this year, they're already ahead of two teams that beat them early in the season.
Has really increased since working with Tarasova. Their coach, their new coach, they've had a lot of changes this year.
And they credit Tatiana Tarasova with much of their improvement this season. They left their coach, Natalia Dubova, worked with Marina Zueva for several weeks in Ottawa, and then started to work with Tarasova in Newington, Connecticut. Escaped from East Berlin. His mother's family fled Poland after the Russian invasion. They actually met in West Berlin, moved to Switzerland, and ended up in Canada.
gotta feel good, Terry.
Was there any doubt there would be a standing ovation at the end of the program from the 8-time national champions of Canada? That was a lot. Shae-Lynn Bourne, Victor Kraatz out last year because of a knee injury, and you're right, they are back. It's got to feel good right now. There were some that said, just stay away, turn professional, move on, you've done enough. 4 times the world bronze medalist. Never any doubt, though, they wanted to be back in this world championship.
One area that they've really improved on is in their lifts. Last year their lifts were quite simple, but it's moves like this that they've really popularized. Low-lying moves. They really have explored a lot of different levels in their skating. It takes a lot of strength. And they call this the crusher because there's a little role reversal here. Shae-Lynn's holding up. She's carrying the luggage there.
For Shae-Lynn Bourne and Victor Kraatz from Canada.
Are you calling Victor Kraatz luggage?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Tatiana Tarasova, by the way, on the right side of your screen there. Now, was it enough? They're at home. You know the crowd had to help. The first set for technical merit, Susie.
I think they skated this very well, and the program really was jam-packed with a lot of difficulty.
5-6, 5-7.
It's awfully close to the marks for Lobacheva and Averbukh.
5-8.
Now,
the marks for
presentation marks. No. And that is not good enough. Look at the judges' placements. And the British judge with a 6th place ordinal.
Again, it gets down to speed. I feel that Lobacheva and Averbukh have more speed. This was performed better. It had more energy. But this will push them next year. This will really get them ready for next year.
Crushing disappointment for the Canadians, though. But take a look at the first gold medalist ever in any discipline for Italy. Fusar-Poli and Margaglio. How sweet that must be. Last season, Barbara told us this year second, next year first. I won't doubt her again. Fusar-Poli and Margaglio skate away with gold. Anissina and Peizerat the silver. Lobacheva and Averbukh, a great battle. They finish up with the bronze. The Americans, by the way, Lang and Tchernyshev placed 9th, and the other U.S. team, Lieutenant Belbin, Benjamin Augusto, finished 17th. The U.S. will send 2 teams to the Olympics. Now, Susie, how do you split the top 2 teams? There was a French judge. There was an Italian judge on the panel. It was a 5-4 split.
Well, so often it's the presentation mark that makes the difference, but here was the technical merit mark that pushed the Italians into the lead, and clearly they've caught up to Anissina and Peizerat in their presentation mark.
In fact, they've surpassed them in terms of technical merit marks. Right now, let's go over and check in with Melissa.
Terry, what an accomplishment by Barbara and Maurizio. The first world title ever for Italy, Barbara. Can you explain what that means to you?
You know, I don't know yet. But I'm very happy because we did very good competition, and especially because we did very good season. We skate well in every competition, and we won everyone. So we're happy.
Last year at Worlds, you finished second, but you vowed to come back.
Yeah, but we were in Nice.
And win it. So big difference, right?
Yeah.
But what was it, Maurizio, what was the difference this year?
I think we had more confidence in what we were doing this year. So we're, since the start of the season, doing the best that we can, watching the other couples and trying to understand what we need to do more. And that was, I think, from the French team last year, a lot of passion in the free dance. And we were trying to do something more this year. And we were explaining the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet. I think it was very nice today to do that.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy.
And I told you I want to come back in here to here.
And you came back, yes.
And another interview with you. We did it.
Sleeping with her medal tonight. Terry, back to you.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
All right, Melissa, our MCI WorldCom winning moment in any language. You can understand this. Fusar-Poli Margaglio finding out that they won the gold medal. Wow. We're not done yet. When we come back to the World Figure Skating Championships, the world gold medalists will take the ice, including 4-time champion Michelle Kwan. The special performances are next.